want to share with you what I believe is the #1 prepper cartridge that you probably have never heard of. Coming up on Modern Mountain Man. Now, those of you who've been following the channel for a while, you may have heard of this one. So for you've heard of it. But for the rest of you, I want to introduce you to a cartridge known as the 375 Stalker. Now, imagine with me the 300 Blackout and the 458 SOCOM had a baby. Much like the 300 Blackout, it is a cartridge that we chopped a parent case, resized it, and put a different size pill in it. But I want to show you a few things and show you why I believe it makes it the ultimate prepper cartridge. First of all, for size reference, here's a 223, here's a 50 Beowulf, here's your 375 Stalker. So same cartridge overall length, just different case capacities, different size pill. Now for a couple of reasons why I believe this is one of the ultimate prepper cartridges. See these cases laying out right here? Particularly these 5 right here. These are 5 different cases. Got a 30-06. 270, 243, a 7.62 by 51, and his kissing cousin, the 308. Now, what's interesting about these 5 different cases, plus a few others that I don't happen to have, these right here, although they're different, once I put them in my little chop saw, all of them will look exactly like this because they have the same dimensions down here. They just have different overall lengths, they have different shoulders, they have different necks, all of that. But once you cut all that stuff off, you're left with one of these. Now, one of the reasons why I say this is the ultimate prepper cartridge is right now it is early November. Everyone's getting their last minute firearm checks for deer season. Every deer hunter and his cousin are at the range right now, and I can play brass hawk and I can pick up 30-06 and 270s and 243s, 308s left and right, 6.5 Creedmoor, whatever somebody is dropping on the range. I can pick it up and I can chop it into this guy. And then after I chop it into this guy, run through my size and die, and he comes out looking like this. Now, once I get him down to this size and put primers and powders and all that, I drop one of these 375 pills in there. Now, this is the other reason why I say this is one of the ultimate prepper cartridges, is because of this projectile. Now, we just went through an ammo shortage. And a lot of people went back to reloading. I was already reloading before the ammo shortage, but a lot of people went back to reloading. And man, if I went on a website like Midway USA or Mid-South Reloading or somewhere like that, all of your super common ones were very low, not available. 375 is common enough that there's a lot of variety, but not so common that people bought it out immediately. So anytime I went and looked, I could always find that. I couldn't always find 223, couldn't always find any 50 calibers from a Beowulf, definitely couldn't find 9mm half the time. But one of the other things was I couldn't find small rifle primers. However, with this guy, we're rocking a large rifle primer, and that was one of the things I could find on a regular basis. That's another reason why this is a great prepper cartridge, because the 2 components that went missing the fastest, the projectiles and the primers, we were able to find for this. But let's say it totally hits the fan and you can't find that projectile. Well, because 375 is 3/8 inch, you can take any malleable substance and shove it in there. So whether it's a copper, whether it's plastic, whether it's a even a hard wooden dowel, you can run it through there. I genuinely believe this cartridge has potentials I haven't even realized yet. I mean, I've whacked a few deer with them, put them dead right where they were. Like I said, this is definitely like the 300 Blackout and the 458 SOCOM had a baby. The way you create foot-pounds of energy is speed and weight. Now, when you are talking about a subsonic cartridge, you're already locking yourself into a certain speed or less. So the only thing you could do is increase weight to increase lethality, to increase foot-pounds of pressure. So when it comes to that, you just have to keep getting a bigger and bigger bullet. So already with 375 Stalker, we're talking about a heavier bullet than a 300 Blackout. However, obviously in a 458 SOCOM, you could go heavier in a bullet, but what you're losing when you move up to the 458 SOCOM is the ballistic coefficient of a 375 bullet. So this is the perfect balance between the 300 Blackout and the 458 SOCOM. Now there is a 375 SOCOM out there where basically you neck down a 458 SOCOM casing and put a 375 pill in there. It's going to have a little bit more case capacity than what I've got going on here, but what I've got going on here is something that I can pick up at any range. And I guarantee you your 458 SOCOM guys are not leaving their cases on the range. So these are a few reasons why the 375 Stalker is the ultimate prepper cartridge you probably haven't heard of. God bless you. Go take your mountain.